Joins us from his shop in Sacramento to explain a simple fix that requires no automotive expertise whatsoever. Go.
You know, Ken, at the risk of dating myself, even beyond my physical appearance, I really find myself harping on the same themes, even after almost 30 years of being in this garage. There are some things that are still happening. Customers still not aware of what some basic concepts are. And this really leads to not only a lot of inconvenience for the customer, but a lot of cost. Let me show you an example of what I'm talking about here. This is an engine that I'm currently replacing for a customer. And this was really interesting because when I took the valve cover off, look what I found right here. Look at the casing just shattered right there on the engine, causing the lifter to just to pop out and then literally putting a hole right through the valve cover.
Ooh.
Now, it may seem minor when you look at this big V8 engine, but that right there, that fracture, that's the equivalent of a major heart attack. Then this engine, obviously, as a result of that, is dead and needs to be replaced. Say, oh, okay, well, it needs a new engine. This bill right now is about $8,000 when you factor in the cost of a new engine and the associated labor. Could this have been replaced? Honestly, yeah, I think it could have been. Couple things. We talk about it all the time, and even though manufacturers are saying, hey, you don't need to change your oil as often, that's somewhat true, but you still need to change it, and you still need to be aware of what kind of product you're using. So again, we focus the discussion back on liquids. I believe that if this car had had a history of regular oil changes with a premium product like a synthetic oil, I think that that would have been step one. Step two, this kind of failure indicates to me that this had a lot of high revolutions, meaning a lot of aggressive type of driving. You have to remember, cars are not appliances. They're not washing machines. They're not refrigerators. They're dynamic. And the length of service or the history of a vehicle and its overall performance is going to be directly related to how you treat it. And that means we have to be gentle. Cars today have build qualities that are lower than they've ever been, meaning the overall quality of what's in the engine or what's in the car tends to be a little lower, thus making cars more affordable than ever, but also making them less tolerant to our abuse. You got to drive gently, and you got to know about fluid interval changes, and mostly, if just to simplify it, 30, 60, 90, 120,000 mile intervals. Every 30,000 miles is an opportunity for you and your mechanic to get together to do those basic interval recommendations that the manufacturer says, those basic tasks like fluid changes. There's absolutely no way you can afford to not be sensitive to those. When we come back, we're going to be talking about car loans. A lot of you are buying cars, but also a lot of you aren't paying your loan on time. Auto loan delinquencies are skyrocketing. Why is that? What's behind it? And what are the mistakes that people are making? We're going to be talking about that, and you got to know some of the things to avoid before you sign on the dotted line. That's coming up in just a little bit. We'll throw it back to you.
All right, that'll work. Thank you so much, Doug. Hey, you can find the Cars Are at 2 locations in Sacramento, on El Camino at Bell Street, and Citrus Heights on San Juan at Greenback. Or you can always reach him at facebook.com/thecarzar.
Well, a Hollywood heartthrob is turning 50, and he doesn't look like